Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Trust you and yours are well and you are loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you my esteemed subscribers. You are loved, celebrated and appreciated. Burkina Faso had countered the predictions or the theories of Bill Gates by proving him wrong in some ways when it comes to agriculture and the food that we consume in the motherland. Mind you, Burkina Faso is into serious agriculture. Like 70% of their income is from agriculture, and so there's a lot of knowledge they have about food production, livestock, and the rest of them. Okay, so it's been circulated on the internet. I'm going to show you some clips of how Bill Gates had predicted 2025 in a way that he has inventions, he has plans to make 2025 a smooth sailing one, especially when it comes to what you consume, the food you consume. He is claiming that he has some invention to aid you, like to help you have free access or easy access to food, meat, and other things. So this time around, he's talking about meat. Okay, he has been the one in charge of GMO seeds, and we've been talking about that here. He's been in charge of a lot of things, like from leading Microsoft. This man ventured into, that thing that almost wanted shaking the whole world. I don't want to call the name, but he was also at the forefront of that one. And from there, that one that refused that. Black people were not dying at all. Remember that one? It was not shaking black people at all. So they devised another means to see how they can send some altered things to Africa, because Africans were not really dying as they predicted. Remember that thing? Okay. So he ventured into GMO, the GMO seeds, and there was a time, as at last year and early this year, that seeds were haunted, and even up until this time the African seeds are still haunted. And we had situations where they had to come to farmers, threaten farmers, bribe farmers to submit their seeds. They go to doctors, threaten doctors, bribe doctors to do some other things. We have videos about that here. You can scroll to check out these videos where we had some intensive discussions. And now he is proposing that he's gonna make having access to meat easy for everybody. Why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because recently, the recent month, towards the end of this year, Bill Gates has gone through some African countries, and they had discussions with presidents. They had campaigns where you see Africans, they were all shining their teeth, taking pictures with Bill Gates. A lot of Africans thought it was an achievement to have a session with Bill Gates. They propagated it on their social media handles, propagated some things. It's unfortunate the kind of level that we are still in as Africans, that the things that we're supposed to see, we don't see them. It's the ones that we're not supposed to see that we see. Top celebrities in the continent of Africa propagated this man and his inventions. That's why we had to call ourselves to order. And again, the increase of funny looking chickens in the motherland these days, especially at this time, is becoming something else. That again we need to be careful about, because this very man and his foundation are in charge of they say they are making life easier for you, so you don't need to stress yourself. Okay. Anyway, so where does Ibrahim Traore comes in? Like I said from the beginning, this man and his foundation say that to make life easy for you and make food cheaper and available, you need their GMO seeds. They propagate these seeds amongst people, force it on the African people. Some African countries have accepted it, that they are working with this seed and tormenting those who are saying, be careful with this thing, it has long-term effects. Now, on the other hand, we have Ibrahim Traore and Burkina Faso. that have proven that you do not need this GMO seed to have a bountiful harvest. I'm going to show that to you as well in a clip. I'm going to show you where Bill Gates and his foundation were explaining to people how very soon you don't need to wait for months to have a full-grown cow to eat. You just need to, they need to go to the lab and just mix up some things and bring you the meat, and then it is sweeter. And he said it is healthier, and he said he has tested it. So I'm going to show you these two clips, and then we take it up from there, Your Majesties.
Cows and other grass-eating species have a digestion system that emits methane. And methane is a very powerful greenhouse gas. And so cows alone account for about 6% of global emissions. And so we need to change cows, just cows alone.
How are we going to do that?
Well, actually, of all the categories, the one that has gone better than I would have expected 5 years ago is this work to make what's called artificial meat. And so you have people like Impossible or Beyond Meat, both of which I invested in.
You eat it as well, and you like it?
Absolutely.
You do.
You can go to Burger King and buy the Impossible Burger.
All right. Is it healthier for you or just healthier for the atmosphere?
It's slightly healthier for you in terms of less cholesterol. It's, of course, dramatic reduction in methane emissions, animal cruelty, manure management, and the pressure that meat consumption puts on land use. The main reason why we need to increase the agricultural output over the rest of this century is not the population increase. It's that as countries get richer, they eat more meat, and meat is a very inefficient way of creating calories. And so it's super helpful.
Celebrate innovation, resilience, and transformational leadership across the globe. Today, we focus on an extraordinary achievement from the heart of West Africa, Burkina Faso, a nation that has shown us the true power of dedication, vision, and leadership. In recent years, Burkina Faso has been making headlines, and for all the right reasons. Under the exceptional guidance of its president, Captain Ibrahim Traore, the country has seen remarkable progress, particularly in the field of agriculture. The latest figures from the Ministry of Agriculture are nothing short of groundbreaking. For the 2024 to 2025 agricultural season, Burkina Faso is projected to produce 6,077,227 tons of grain, an increase of nearly 900,000 tons compared to the previous season. This represents an impressive 18.07% growth over last year and a 21.4% increase relative to the average of the past 5 years. Such an accomplishment is not just about numbers. It signifies hope, resilience, and a new direction for a nation determined to overcome its challenges. This growth did not happen by chance. It is the result of bold policies, innovative strategies, and a relentless commitment to the well-being of the Burkina Faso people. One of the pivotal moves by President Traore's administration was the decision to ban grain exports in December 2023. While this may have seemed like a tough measure, it was a necessary step to ensure food security within the country. By prioritizing the needs of its people over external demands, the government has demonstrated its unwavering commitment to tackling food shortages and reducing dependency on external food sources. But the success story doesn't end there. This record-breaking grain production is part of a broader agricultural renaissance in Burkina Faso. Initiatives like the Presidential Initiative for the 2024/2025 Agricultural Campaign and the Agro-Pastoral Offensive have provided critical support to farmers, even amidst unpredictable weather conditions. These measures have not only increased productivity, but also strengthened the morale of the farming community, making agriculture a source of pride and prosperity. The impact of this agricultural boom extends beyond food security. It has fueled economic growth, created job opportunities, and brought stability to rural areas. Cash crops like cotton, peanuts, sesame, and soybeans have also seen significant growth, contributing to both national revenue and local livelihoods.
Majesties, Ibrahim Traore and Burkina Faso have proven Bill Gates and his predictions, Bill Gates and his inventions wrong. Why and how? You have seen it. Because it is said that you need this GMO seed to have bountiful harvest. You need this GMO seed to have surplus food in your countries. But without GMO seeds, Burkina Faso is thriving in agriculture. And I believe without GMO meat, Burkina Faso will thrive in cattle rearing and have surplus meat and meat production that will be enough for their countrymen and maybe to give out to other neighboring countries in the continent of Africa. Now, why do you think we are saying that you need to do some critical thinking when it comes to what you ingest into you, what you eat, especially when it is not organic, when it is not real? These things that are propagated to you sound so beautiful. It might taste so sweet and better. But it has a long-term effect. It would definitely have a long-term effect. And that is for a fact. You have corn flour that even weevils are scared of penetrating. Weevils and worms do not even want to eat that kind of thing. And you are ingesting it into your system. Sometimes we have to sit and think about these things. Oh, when you have this GMO, what have you, weevils cannot penetrate, worms cannot penetrate, they will be there fresh forever. Weevils refuse to eat it. Worms refuse to eat it. But you as man, you are eating it. So what are we saying? Even the weevils and the worms are aware that this thing is dangerous, so it's going to kill us. That's why they are not invading it. But Bill Gates and his foundation propagates it to you and predicts the future to you. How the future is going to be so easy, it's going to be so better because you don't need to go to a farm to go and plant and then wait for harvest. You only have to wait for them to do their kiniko in their corner and then bring it to you and say, okay, take or eat within some days. Or just within some days, they produce something that should have taken roughly a year or maybe 9 months, 6 months, 1 year, 1.5 years. Lack of patience is always a problem of man. If we are patient enough to wait for time, because everything have time and season. That is the order of nature. Everything have time and season. And then we have a man and his foundation that tells you that you shouldn't respect nature and time anymore. He is going against nature and time for you. And you are happy thinking that it is the best. We are here propagating things that we should not propagate. Anyway, I felt like showing this to you today. Leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section. And I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive. Always your majesties. Bye for now.